It's all over. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I go by the name of Kaution, Mr. 700. Round of applause for myself before I even give it. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. It's an episode of AllOva Radio. I'm gonna even make it special so you can see me on this one. I'm not gonna just be behind the camera. You can actually see a nigga. I'm in here with the usual suspects. I'll let these niggas introduce themselves. Rakim, I'll let you go first. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, big baby Thanos. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta give you your own intro. I forgot. I'm sorry.
I appreciate that.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
They got his own set of applause and everything.
Oh, fucking with it. Yeah,
boy.
Who did that? Who did that? Somebody. Who was it?
Danger One.
Danger One. Shout out to Danger One.
My boy. That's him at the end of it. Pause.
Oh, it was?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's dope as fuck.
Well, listen, we here on some year-end shit. It's been a minute since we even did this, man. How y'all think it's been? It seemed like we ain't done this in a while. Like,
nah, it's been a minute, man.
A lot of shit that transpired. A lot of things that went on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different.
A long time.
Jesus, just thinking about 2022 in a nutshell. Like, it's been a long ass year. I've been seeing a lot of people say it was hard for them though. Like, I didn't have that vibe.
This shit flew by to me. Really, be honest with you.
Yeah, me too, for sure. Yeah. I just realized it too. Like, that be zoomed by. But I just think. I've been hearing that a lot too, but I think everybody didn't adjust to the pandemic and like come out of it.
That's true.
In stride.
So like you wasn't prepared for it when it came. You kind of was just kind of going through.
We dealing with inflation and shit and all that right now too. You know what I'm saying?
So coming out of maybe possibly being out of work or missing more work than normal, and then once you get outside again, see all the prices and shit then shot up, and you trying to be social and I can imagine.
Nigga, nothing changed for me. Nigga, through the whole pandemic, I was at work, nigga, working my same.
That's what I'm saying.
40 hours, nigga.
Yeah.
Getting that overtime, everything. Nothing changed. So all this shit is just like.
Yeah, they never stopped us from going to work either. I was kind of worried about it at first, but I was like, damn, if they would have, that shit probably would have hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm glad they didn't play me like that.
The only thing different was my daughter didn't go to school. She was doing the homeschool.
That's true.
That's the only thing that was different.
Which was wild in itself. But
that's crazy.
As far as in the world of hip hop, I think the theme of the year, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but the theme of the year for hip hop seemed to be death. Like when you think about everybody we lost this year, like it's been pretty crucial.
Man, it's like that shit been like increasing every year for like the past 3 years or something. You know what I'm saying? Or where this year it was so much death.
So much.
So shocking. You know what I'm saying?
And it be starting early too, like January, and then like boom, here you go,
every 2
rapper.
weeks somebody died.
For real.
From underground rappers to Takeoff. Like that's crazy.
I think his was like the cap.
Nah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? That seemed to be just like damn, like out of all the niggas,
unfortunately, with the rest, everybody else, it's kind of it's like I expect that.
Right. Comes with the territory.
It makes sense. With Takeoff, it's like what the fuck.
And in the manner in which they say, I don't know the details, but if it happens in the way that I've been seeing that they said it happened, like that's fucked up. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the families. PNB Rock. We lost Coolio this year. Like we lost Coolio, bro. Like listen, my son is 4. If you walk in my house right now, you're liable to hear him listening to Gangsta's Paradise.
That's crazy.
Swear to God.
Where were you at when you heard Gangsta's Paradise?
I was watching the preview to Dangerous Minds, whatever the name of the movie was, because that was a song on the preview for the movie.
Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes, that was the song on the preview. Remember Method Man in the hallway with that was the song on the preview for the movie. So that was the first time I heard it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
I heard it on the radio, and then that shit just took off. Like nigga, it was everywhere.
That nigga had a #1 hit with Gangsta's Paradise.
I was at the playground when I heard this shit.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's how long ago it was. Think about it.
Niggas was cheering, nigga.
For real.
For sure.
Yeah. But I think for the most part, that and like rappers going to jail. That seems to be the other prevalent thing going on. Like rappers dying and rappers going to jail, and not just going to jail for like a couple days, a week.
Away for a minute.
Niggas is taking bids.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Thug shit looking scary, bro.
Yeah, and to see how it's happening, is crazy because if everybody takes a plea and agrees that it's a gang, right? If we all agree, not even saying that he's the leader, we just saying that it's a gang. So if it all comes down to him taking trial and they saying, well, you can no longer say it's not a gang because you got 10 niggas that's already admitted that it is.
Right.
Now we just want to know who the head of it, and then you got this nigga I just heard come out and say that he testified that he called Young Thug after something happened to confirm
he
it.
Gave him money to lay low.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, to lay low. So now you building the case that he's the head of it. You know what I'm saying? One, that it's a gang. Two, that he's the head of it.
It's obvious they want him. It seems like what they telling them is, look, really we want him. If you just admit to this, and this.
Just admit that YSL is a gang.
Make a plea deal, we let you go home.
Right, because they all are releasing the same statement.
Exactly.
They all are saying the same thing. Like, so it seemed like they trying to box that man in, and I hate to see it, but if he is the head of it, they know how to take the head off the snake. So let's not pretend like this is a new operation. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Godfather of Harlem here recently, trying to explain the logic. You know what I'm saying?
That shit tough.
Trying to explain the logic. Shout out to them for that show. But like, even in that, you see when you going after something, you got to be strategic. We don't got to take all y'all niggas and his underlings. We don't want them. Niggas is shooting up Lil Wayne tour bus and calling him when they done. Like, why they calling you? A nigga put in a hit in jail and he call you when he done with it. Like, they trying to paint you as the boss, bro, and it's fucked up that the people around you, even his brother, taking the plea just to get out, not seeing what it is. So yeah, that sucks, bro.
That's
so
wild.
shout out to them. Shout out to everybody that maybe lost somebody in a year. I know that sucks for anybody.
That's wild. Rest in peace.
Just moments. I think this has also been like the year of like Kanye. It seemed like Kanye's lasted through the whole year.
Yeah,
like,
my nigga Yeezy dominated the
he
airwaves.
Has stretched
with no album, right?
No album.
That
he dropped down to 2 on that fucking circle
that
thing.
Little circle thing, yeah.
That was last year, right?
Was down to 2 last year? It might have been. No, I think down to 2 was this year. I'm literally on a computer. I got you.
I don't know.
I feel like maybe that was. If it was like towards the end of last year. No, it was February 23rd.
I was gonna say
2022.
It had to have been earlier this year.
So yeah, he dropped it on this. It was a 11 studio album. It was unfinished and exclusively released on the stem player.
On the little stem player, that's what it was called.
It was the first 4 songs was dropped on there on February 23rd. So he put that out. Nope, I don't think anybody even ever heard that. I ain't never heard that shit. So I don't know what
these niggas who did, but I've been checked out on Kanye musically. Like,
yeah. And I think that's where a lot of this shit goes, like why it's not really interesting anymore. Because his music isn't that good anymore. You know what I'm saying? So like now I don't have that same intrigue. Yeah.
Well, for people who I know that like gospel music, they love those last 2 albums.
Yeah, but even the gospel people didn't fuck with him.
I ain't heard nobody say it was good. Like,
I heard Joe Budden them calling that, like, I think that first one, like, album of the year. Like,
them niggas is on drugs.
They was feeling like he should have won the Grammy for album of the year and everything. Like,
they was on drugs. I don't know what that.
I never even listened to the Pablo shit though. Like, I checked out.
I didn't.
Before that.
I didn't check out Pablo. I didn't check out the last one I actually listened to. I think was what Yeezus.
Yeezus for sure. Yeah,
that was the last one I listened to.
That was it for me.
I gave Donda a chance. Actually, I really just checked out the one with Kanye. I mean, with Travis Scott and the one with Griselda. And the only 2 I went and looked at.
Donda had a few. It had a few. I'm not gonna shit on all of them. It had a few moments where you can kind of hear him. Like how you used to hear him, not like necessarily talking about the shit he used to talk about, but you can hear the vibe. Like he had certain songs where you could hear the Kanye vibe. But it was maybe like 4 songs. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the shit with Lil Baby, and The Weeknd. I can't think of what it's called.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. I liked the shit with the Lauryn Hill sample. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So those are songs that reminded me of Kanye, like the musically, but even like with everything else he had going on now, like. And mind you, this isn't our fight.
He was up at the beginning of the year.
Nothing that he's doing or going through right now is our fight. So I hate when people be like, y'all gonna not fuck with Kanye now. This isn't a black people fight. He's no longer talking about us. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all want us to do?
Facts.
Agree with what the truth is? Like, okay, if he is telling the truth, which essentially, yes. You know what I'm saying? When you think about what he's saying, essentially, yes. So it's not gonna change nothing. They gonna do to you what black people couldn't do to you, though.
Hey, they say he missing right now.
He hiding from his manager.
Ain't nobody heard from him or that what's the other dude name?
Who?
I can't never say his name right. Theophilus London or
Yeah, I did see he was missing in L.A. They may not ever find him. Last nigga that I heard missing in L.A. They never found him.
You don't go missing in L.A.
Oh no, yeah, that's different.
Yeah, they never found him.
That's different.
But no, they say he hiding from his business manager. His business manager trying to sue him for like $10 million. So he been hiding from the nigga, so he can't serve him the papers.
$10 million ain't nothing though.
To him it is now when you lose as much.
He was up at the beginning of the year.
But they said, for what I've seen, we don't know if none of this is true, but
facts.
Supposedly Adidas still, if they sell those shoes, they gotta come 15%.
Ain't no way he made no deal saying y'all can have the rest of my profits from everything and you get nothing from this and you just take my shit and leave. Fuck that. Yeah, I'm gonna get something. If you betting, don't call them hoes Yeezys. Don't call them that then.
It's the same shoe because they finna release one. I think at the beginning of this year,
Ultra
next
Boost?
year. No, it's just the 350.
Oh, they keeping the
Adidas
number.
350. They keeping all the shit the same. They just taking Yeezy off that hoe.
Makes sense.
That's it. So that's the only thing
I
different.
think they gonna sell the same.
That's what I'm curious to see.
I doubt it. They're gonna have to drop the price.
That's what I'm
They're gonna
curious
drop the
to
price,
see.
especially if it's a new version of one of the shoes, because it's no longer under the brand specifically, right? So you're not buying a Yeezy no more.
You're just buying an Adidas.
You're buying an Adidas now. So you know what I'm saying? It's not the same. It doesn't have the same attraction.
Because it's the exact same shoe. It's just Yeezy taking off that hoe.
I'm good.
So all the Yeezys that you got, that you have,
I mean, the value
Yeezys that I got, they're just without that. The same exact shoe.
I'm good.
Different colors. Same shoe. Nothing changed. Just
I mean, the value went up on the ones y'all got.
That's what I'm saying. Tuck them hoes away.
half and half, yeah.
For real.
Nah, I'm wearing mine.
The toothbrush out of that motherfucker for real. Nah, hell nah.
Hey man, Kyrie got pulled down in that same.
Oh yeah, Kyrie, no more Nikes either.
My nigga Kyrie,
yeah, man, round of applause for Kyrie.
They did my nigga Kyrie bad.
All he did was
for no reason.
Yeah. He wasn't even like literally and all he did, and granted he did bring a whole lot of promotion to whatever this was he was talking about that probably wouldn't have got it no other way. But even still, it wasn't that big of a fucking deal. Like he didn't make any erroneous statements. He didn't say he wasn't talking reckless.
It, didn't it?
All he did was shared it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He reposted it on Twitter, which essentially is nothing because it's gonna go away. You know what I'm saying? Like they gave that man every bit of vitriol that they've had for black people. Shout out to the NBA for letting that shit go down on him. That's some bullshit. Drop a bomb on y'all for that.
Crazy, man, bro.
This man lost his shoe deal. You know what I'm saying? All for what?
Crazy, bro.
I don't even think he really cared though. The way he was going.
Fuck. He don't give a that's one nigga who don't give a fuck, bro. Like that it's wild to see, but he don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
He's
like
that
nigga like, man, I'm making this money anyway. Like I'm making it anyway. Like NBA contracts are guaranteed through and through. I can snap my leg in half right now and y'all still gonna pay me.
Still gonna pay me.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's the crazy part. Now I saw something interesting that I shared earlier, and people always have something to say when I start talking about Kendrick Lamar. But they had Kendrick Lamar voted as the best rapper of his generation by the New York Times. How y'all feel about that? Is it an accurate title to give him? Out of everybody in his, and I even had to go back. This is how deeply I thought about it. I had to go look up what the term generation meant, like the actual definition, as opposed to what I thought it was.
What does it mean?
It just means anybody who was in if you say something is included in your generation, it just means within the lifespan of, right? So like if you started rapping in 2004 and you've been rapping all the way up until now, anybody that started within that time frame and that's either finished or still going is part of your generation.
So the Coles, the Drakes,
right?
That's
the class that we talking about. ASAP Rocky, Wiz Khalifa, Currency, all them niggas around that time.
Travis
so
Scott.
when I put it in that perspective, I was like, okay, that's not a far gone conclusion that you would say him, because you can't give it to Drake, and if the comparison is J. Cole, then I think the accolades for Kendrick kind of outweigh it, and if this is not just based on lyrical ability. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's what they were including.
I think
that's a tough one.
Kendrick got the most classics.
And that's, you would have to give him at least, 3 to 4? If you're going to say, if you're including Section 80, which I'm always including.
Section 80?
I'm not even including Section 80.
So you starting at Good Kid?
Yeah.
All right, Good Kid, Damn. No? Or you going to Pimp a Butterfly?
Definitely.
Okay.
You don't fuck with Damn?
Yeah, but like y'all, I didn't know if y'all realized y'all was skipping.
Oh no, well, I was just going
I
through
did,
it
and I
to
skipped.
see
It
where
wasn't
was
even
going.
in chronological order.
Intentional.
Oh, see, I wasn't going in order. I wasn't going here.
I was slightly confused.
I was trying to go in like ordering when they came out, but I did skip. I did.
Confused me. You know?
I wasn't going in order.
Kid, that's order. I was like, whoa.
Right.
Plus, I was just trying to remember ones off my head.
Oh no, I feel like
I'm stoned right now.
He has 4 solo albums, right? If we don't count Section 80.
Yeah, Good Kid, To Pimp a Butterfly. Damn. If you want to count that Untitled shit that he did.
No, I'm not counting.
So count that out. So you'd have to go straight to
Mr. Morale.
Mr. Morale.
Yeah.
I feel like they all classic.
I would agree.
All 4.
I would agree.
And the only other person that I know,
and that's crazy. Just considering you
is Kanye.
Yeah, that's crazy. Even you taking out.
Right.
If you taking out Section 80, that is 4. But I would even. Yeah, I'm having to include that myself. So
I would say because I still jam Section 80.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Section 80 is not a classic.
But I see what you're doing.
But I'm taking it out the same way I would take out Friday Night Lights.
That's true.
That's a classic.
That is a classic.
The warm up is a classic.
That's a classic.
The cold problem is he had 2 classics, then he stumbled. Because to me, if you go back, Born Sinner is a classic.
Oh, facts. Facts. That's facts.
You know, so his stumble is the Sideline Story.
Yeah.
If he don't do Sideline Story, and
the Sideline Story had Workout and all that extra shit,
and maybe For Your Eyes Only. But I like that album.
I do. That's one of my favorites.
I understand that not being like
it wasn't a commercial. It wasn't for commercial reach. Nah, it wasn't at all.
That's like a cult classic.
Yeah, you'd have to be a Cole fan to fuck with that.
Right,
album.
exactly. So since we can say he definitely missed on Sideline Story, and we haven't seen Kendrick miss yet.
Right.
So that's why I'm gonna edge Kendrick, and I do believe I always would explain it to my sister. Because even though I put her on J. Cole, her favorite rapper.
Right.
I would be like, I don't feel like Cole until the offseason didn't make me feel like he had that Mamba mentality or that Jordan mentality.
Right.
You know, if you really put him and Kendrick at each other, I didn't know where he would go. Now, if he show up like he showed up on the offseason, everybody's in trouble.
Oh, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Or how, and just in general, how he showed up within the past, I'd say 2 to 3 years, bro.
That Bia feature?
Bro.
That's one of the best feature verses ever.
Everything that he's done, bro. Like he is consistently come through. Like I don't and Cole falls in that lane like I do with Nas, to where like Nas can make any kind of song I get and I may not like it, but lyrically Nas never fell off.
Man, but speak about hip hop this year, this nigga came back with KD3, bro.
KD3, that's just tough.
What's wrong with this nigga, bro?
Everything.
How the fuck did he do that,
bro?
I'm gonna say some real flagrant shit right now.
Go ahead.
KD3 is better than Illmatic.
Woo! It's the bad.
Yo, that shit is insane, bro. The old head would say you can't say that. I know that, but look, bro. I already feel like it was written was better than Illmatic, honestly. But
what's crazy is all the toughest Nas fans. They all feel like it was. Most of them feel like it was written was better than Illmatic. When I have this conversation, it starts at either like it was written or there's a few random fans of I Am, but I feel like it was written definitely can go neck for neck with Illmatic.
People from that time period though, they consider it was written commercial. Like they was mad. They felt like he did the commercial thing where it was written in.
Right.
Illmatic was that raw underground hip hop. It's a classic.
Right.
I feel like you can't fuck with Illmatic. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Only he could top that shit.
I ain't no taking away from it, but I feel like Cole falls in that lane for me. So he's never fell off lyrically. So I don't, and I even tell like I was talking to me and the wife was having a conversation about like niggas wanting to do verses, and I was like, I don't think J. Cole would be a nigga to want to do a verses against. I feel like
I'm not doing no verses. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, bro. I was like, not very many niggas have no role models, and I feel like if you don't have one of those, like you can play whatever. I don't care who it is. You can play whatever you want to, but if you in an arena or something like Madison Square Garden and a nigga come up, give me somebody he can do a versus against that you would be interested in.
Drake.
So Drake comes out and Drake plays what?
Because if Cole do Get Off My Dick in an arena, you lost. I really don't care
Yes.
who you are, what record you
So he comes off Get Off My Dick. Drake plays
That's going
back
against
to
Drake.
back, or Drake plays.
Oh, he can go back to back.
You know what I'm saying? He
Against
goes.
Drizzy?
I'm not
Against
enough of a
Drizzy?
Drake fan to know.
Nah, he does.
But he got some things.
Nah, he
I
does.
know he got some.
Nah.
That would be that would probably be the best verses.
Of all time.
Drake and Cole. That shit would be.
And
this is
the
gonna be
nigga
tough,
plays
though, yeah.
no role models though. Right after whatever you play. Think
Nah, I
about
don't-
how
I
the
don't-
building
you-
goes
no,
up.
No, you can't fuck with no role models.
Think about how the
That
building
though,
is gonna
yeah.
go up.
You can't.
Not even the commercial success of it. Think about how everybody in the building knows just the
Exactly.
first fucking
When he
4
say
words.
First,
Close the whole arena.
Bitch going off.
Close the whole arena. The top's
That
coming
bitch
off of this
going
bitch. So
off,
I think when niggas be talking about people, they leave out that aspect of it. Like,
And how big
Yeah.
Power Trip was.
come on, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
So he's had commercial success for a long time.
Drake too, though. I mean, you can't really.
Now listen, if we talking about Aubrey,
This is what I would
you gonna
say,
slip
though.
and fall against him.
I think
20
that's what I'm
songs.
saying.
I think Drake
He's got-
makes good time capsule music.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
you know,
a fact. That's a fucking
five
fact.
years later, that Drake record don't hit the same.
Yeah.
Like, started from the bottom was that shit when it came out.
Yeah.
If you hear it right now, it's not gonna
ring off the same.
vibe. It's not gonna go off.
Only thing that's gonna go good for him is if you.
I don't
if-
know. When
It
the
did- yeah,
last
I
time
guess
you
it-
played that? I don't know. When the last time you
Shit,
played
look.
it?
Here we go. You know you gotta stick up for the light skinned
So,
mom.
but no, listen,
No, if you
as soon
play
as
it
it
right
comes in,
now,
Last time I heard it, it was like, that's why I specifically used it. It was like,
Are you sure? You just saying that because I'm sitting right here?
Yeah.
I watched it. You ain't Drake, nigga.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I just feel like you just saying that right now. I'm trying
Nah,
to,
I'm
trying to
finna give him
defend him.
something. I feel like he could use all of his PM in wherever. 5 a.m. in Dallas. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, speaking, does Drake album drop this year?
yes, 2 of them.
Middle of the Ocean? You know, that might be verse of the year. I wouldn't even, you see, I can't hold it. That nigga lost his
Right.
mind.
Well, look, Drake comes out, bro. and,
Whoever
like,
wrote that lost their mind.
Whoever comes out, they play some shit, right? And it's like, all right, bet. And then the nigga comes out and plays something like this.
That was gonna go crazy.
Everybody's gonna go crazy. So it's like
Crazy.
at certain moments you got to be like,
That's what I'm
okay,
saying. I feel like him and Cole could really go
Thus-
blow for blow.
unless it's or it's
You know
him and
what I'm
Kanye.
saying? Or Dot though too.
Yeah, but that's
K-Dot is gonna be nasty in that arena.
yeah. Come on, bro.
What do you do when money trees come on?
Shit, or
Nothing.
we gonna be all right in that
Oh
motherfucker.
no, that's cheating.
Like, come on.
That's the last song. Yeah, because the building might split.
Yeah.
I don't even think he can do it. To be fair, like he can't even do it. He can't
Bitch don't
participate.
kill my vibe.
Yeah,
nigga.
bitch don't kill
Oh, Jesus.
DNA.
Oh my god.
Humble.
Oh my god. Yeah, humble. Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
if Kendrick hoe ass do We Cry together in the motherfucking verses?
I'm gonna turn that hoe off.
That nigga be a hoe ass.
He gonna be the one to pull that one off though.
He be a hoe ass
Sneak
nigga,
that
bro.
one in like 17. You know what I'm saying?
So how
That
y'all
shit
feel
go
about
crazy.
Kendrick not being a part of TDE anymore? Do y'all think that's all because of, you know, him wanting to be on his own, or do y'all think there was more to it? Because I watched a video on YouTube the other day.
And I was just going to say that we might have stumbled across the
It's
same
like,
video.
and then when I seen it,
It
I, at
fucked my
first,
head up, son.
when I seen it, I was like, okay. I went into it skeptical, but then after the end of the video, I was like, damn, them niggas made a lot of
They
sense.
put the timeline together for us.
When they would start talking
What
about
did
like
they say?
records
We
being
wasn't paying attention.
like
What did they
records
say?
being released and shit, like Baby Keem records being released that was only recorded in a studio.
They leaked the references.
References and shit like that, and it was all around the time where like I didn't know Baby Keem and them was putting like instances of PG Lang and they shit all the way back then. So they had been working on this forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I thought that was
It
pretty
made
interesting.
it seem like Kendrick and Dave made a plan to exit. And the first plan, which I always looked at it like this, but I had people tell me they felt like Keem was writing for Kendrick, which is crazy.
Nah, that's reckless.
I felt like Kendrick realized the business.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Dave, they couldn't get the equity that they wanted out of TDE. It's no room for them.
Right,
It made
right.
business sense. So it was like, oh, I got my little cousin.
Yeah.
I would just write for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're going to put him on. We're going to build the platform, basically the foundation off of his back.
Facts.
When my contract is up, then I'm going to come over and now we create this big powerhouse. You know
And
what
they
I'm
did
saying?
it. They
And
did
we
it
do our own
exactly
thing.
like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is exactly what they did, because that young man has been putting out content for a while, like under the table, up until the point where the nigga turn around and win a Grammy. Like it's one thing to have a new artist, and it's another thing to have a new artist that win a Grammy right away, right after he come out type shit. And I remember the first time I heard him, I was like, damn, this sounds like Kendrick.
No, it don't.
I was like, damn, this nigga sounds like Kendrick, but it's like the Kendrick when Kendrick was playing around.
Exactly.
So it's like they took that and was like, no, this could be a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you look at the way he creates music, it's different characters. So Baby Keem is just one of his characters. Gave that to the little kinfolk. You know what I'm saying?
Right with this.
Look,
He
nigga,
did.
I'm finna change your life, and Eric, you gonna have enough money for Mama, Granny, and them too, nigga. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Just rock this
That's
shit.
true.
That's crazy.
Shout out to them. I even seen my brother Soundwave. I seen him reaching out more. Shout out to him. He's up for Producer of the Year at the Grammys.
That's dope.
My boy out here doing records for Taylor Swift and all that shit and all these people now. And, you know, it's a different type of lane for him now. Shit.
Taylor Swift.
Shout out to him, man. Yeah, he's a different kind of nigga now. So, you know, I can see the movement. And so when I saw Ab-Soul dropping, I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
But then the direction I saw them pushing Ab-Soul was different. And it was like, oh, Ab-Soul's a gangster. Kind of threw me off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm kind of hesitant to go into it how I normally go into an Ab-Soul album. Because that's never been how they marketed it.
You haven't listened to the Herbert yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That bitch jamming.
Oh, I can imagine it is.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's
he
still.
mentioned how he felt like basically he got too egotistical and stepped away from Soundwave, and that's what was wrong with this shit.
Tripping. That was the basis of all y'all niggas sound.
So he went back to it. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell.
Yeah.
And I think I can say I can speak for myself. Ill Dallas is my best work to date because I allow myself to speak on things that I can actually speak on that I was preventing myself from saying before. So it allow you a different level of freedom when it's like, you know what I'm saying, I done did some shit and seen some shit, so I can say that.
Right.
Instead of trying to like force yourself to be this conscious rapper or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you know how I feel about that project. We did a whole situation on that. So
you
know what I'm saying? Like that's one of them ones, and I think that leads us to the next conversation. As far as I'm finna play something from now. I'm gonna play my shit from that hold on. You know what I'm saying? I can play that. Just if that shit pop up, bro, just click it's okay.
It's okay.
I got you.
I said that not too long ago. I'm like, man, these niggas be blocking me from my own music. Like I can't. I put my own shit on there. Like it's me, nigga.
Who do I need to send the goddamn message?
Ain't no voice matches. Ain't no voice match. This is my shit right here.
That's a lot of people's favorite song.
Come on, man. Just the way it comes on, like
that's crazy because it's the first one we did.
I can feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
How y'all feel about Dallas hip hop in the year 2022?
Man, I feel like we made some great strides.
Boy, Jason Lyric got signed finally. Round of applause for that.
Shout out to Lyric.
Shit should have been happening.
Shout out to Lyric. Hey, look forward to that Touch by Rakim Al-Jabbaar featuring Jason Lyric. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Sometime next year, probably next summer.
What's that from?
I'm gonna hold that bitch.
What's that from?
The project is called Oscar Topping.
That's yours?
Yeah.
Boy, you don't never stop. Let me tell you, that nigga don't ever stop.
The hot spitter currency of Dallas.
Yeah.
I ain't even started to think about another project yet. Like it ain't even. I haven't, bro. Like I feel like I gotta get my shit off with the rest of this same one. Like I got so much other shit that I planned in my mind, and so I allow everything around me to get to me. But like I just find, you know, sometimes you gotta push shit together a certain way to get shit done. So, but that's dope.
I'm living in next. I'm almost done with next summer. And once we finish the summer, we go to. I'm halfway done with the fall too.
Yeah. So what is your motivation for it? Is it just you just got that much in your head like to put out? Like because who said that shit? I didn't forgot more albums than you remember or something.
Probably was
bars or
Jay-Z.
something like
He's
that.
the kind of nigga say shit like that.
Is it one of those things like it's just
on lines too?
Is it just I got so many bars or so much music in my head I got to put it out? It's like no breaks off. Like what is it?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's the climate,
right?
Okay. Especially as an independent artist right now.
Okay, right.
What I realized from doing research was that these streaming platforms, the algorithm is set up the same way as social media. So the more you engage with it, the more traffic that you get, the more they place your shit in people feed and in the playlists and all that other shit. So you gotta feed it more.
Right.
And it's a way to cut through the noise. And then I have different sounds. Like everybody doesn't want to hear what Ill Dallas is.
That's true.
What I'm saying? So if you don't like Ill Dallas, you probably don't like. I mean, you retarded, but you probably gonna like Big Baby Thanos though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Or Oscar Topping might be for you, but then I'm gonna come behind that with Trill Dallas, which is part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Nasty.
So that's that lane.
That's dope.
So I can compartmentalize what I do and when I get minutes beats, I know what that is.
Right, okay.
That stage there. You know what I'm saying? I got different sounds and different styles. Like I got a song I play it for y'all before we leave. I got a house song though.
Oh shit.
House song?
Yeah, I'm gone.
Yeah.
See, I would say we probably started
Noriega.
for real.
Yes. I'm out of here. Fuck it.
Nigga, hoy mi canto.
Like nigga, I probably got like 8 songs into the next joint and was like, you doing too much. Chill out. Like, and
that's
I literally
that's good though.
You know what I'm saying? So I started. It's like 8. Well, it was like something that was
left.
left.
The whole project.
It was like something left from the last one. I think the only difference in this one is like. We'll talk about what I plan on doing going forward. I don't want to give away too much. Niggas
you can't do that. You know how they do.
Boy. No, niggas be watching what you say and feeling a certain way. I don't got no shout out to niggas out there feeling certain ways. I don't feel no ways. Like I don't feel no ways. Let me tell you this camera. I don't feel no ways. If you watching this and you feel like I feel a way about you, I don't. Like I don't care who it is.
It's all love,
I don't feel
baby.
No ways. Fuck out of here.
We don't feel ways. We feel ass.
There's too much shit going on. Like you gotta have more going on out here, bro. Like than to be upset about shit or be too concerned about shit. But like, what was some of the standout projects from this year? You know what I'm saying? Some from this area. We'll start there, and then we can kind of backtrack into the mainstream.
You got it.
And when I saw Brian's, shout out to my boy BMZ. You know what I'm saying? When I saw him, BMZ, I'm gonna say be original. I'm going way far back. Old power broker. You know what I'm saying? Niggas have no clue what I'm talking about. But when he put his shit up and I seen it, that was the first project that came to thought was yours. Yeah. And then like full lengths. That was the one that like stuck out to me. I didn't even really consider much else because I don't really know 5. I wouldn't be able to give you 5 just off the top of my head. But I think about who people have sent. You know, shout out to Aradon. His definitely comes to the top of the mind. I think Word Life dropped the project if I'm not mistaken.
He probably did. He been moving around a lot. I ain't check it out though if he did.
Yeah, that nigga's been moving around a whole lot. I think he's figured out the algorithms.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you figure out the algorithms and you know where to, put your shit and get it seen and like the kind of content people look for. But he's always been deep in the trenches though. Like, that nigga, he fucks with a lot of the battle rap culture. He's always been a hip hop nigga anyway. So shout out to him. Yeah. Who else would I say? Shout out to A-Dot. A-Dot dropped. Shout out to the homie. A-Dot dropped my favorite project from him that he's ever made this year. You know what I'm saying?
Even though I had the best verse on there, shout out to you, A-Dot. You know what I'm saying?
Like that was crazy. I think Sade Flow was real serious.
Nah, that shit was dope. I was like, oh, this nigga done found this.
It was
him
real
and Luke.
serious.
Shout out to Luke too.
Yeah, shout out to Luke, man. Them niggas came
They done created a sound together, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's magical.
Right.
You got Kush with a C.
Yep.
He got a project called To Whom Much Is Given. His shit was dope. Big X the Plug.
Big X the Plug was consistent. That
nigga shot past everybody.
And he really be outside. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga was telling me about him at work the other day.
Nah, that nigga nice. I think Gregory Stacks dropped this year.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Gregory Stacks.
Megazord dropped this year.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to tap in with that. Shout out to Megazord.
I'm gonna plug myself again. I dropped Juice God this year.
Singing drop like what 3?
I would say just run them all down.
Just run
them all down.
And then I dropped Prophet God this year.
Prophet God. Shout out to Prophet God.
Shout out to
that shit was hard.
Putting that together. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was hard.
Cash Page. You know what I'm saying? We said Jason, right?
No, we didn't even say Jason yet.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Jason.
Yeah, shout out to Jason.
He dropped that Midnight Rambler. Who else is it? Oh, Coach Tev dropped Talk to Him Nicely.
Shout out to Coach Tev.
And this is where I'm gonna segue into my bullshit. I never listened to Coach Tev album. I done seen him perform live and I done heard a couple tracks and I was like, oh, okay. I probably would fuck with him. I just listened to his I meant to listen to it earlier today, but I've been busy. So I listened to the intro while I was waiting on you to pull up. And from that intro I could tell you that Coach Tev's intro is better than Raw Element's whole album. But shout out to Raw Elements because a lot of people
this nigga just a hell of a transition there, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I had a few people say his name. They said that his album Shadows was in their top 5. I honestly think that they being friendly.
How many songs he got on his album?
Too many.
Shut the fuck.
Yo.
I'm taking the camera off.
Yo, this nigga's wild.
Yeah, bro. That nigga just didn't care about it. Listen, I haven't
said his intro. That's the first song, my nigga.
I haven't had the pleasure of listening to it yet, so I don't like to judge music until I hear it.
It's 16 songs.
16 songs.
And you just said that man intro is better than 16 of them.
Shout out to LaVoice. LaVoice was on his album. She's a great R&B singer from Dallas. He got Mecca on there.
Right.
Mecca go hard too. He got Smoke Dizza on there. You know
Dizza.
Oh, Smoke Dizza's on there.
He got Mickey Fax on there. Oh, Lord Byron dropped this year too. I don't know if y'all heard him. Lord Byron, one of the best rappers out here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that nigga.
Lord Byron.
But yeah, man.
Let me see. It was somebody else that we had. I had some other submissions. He had Megazar in there, Diamonds Amongst Men, Depp, Northside Depp, Jason Green.
I done heard of him.
And then he had Aradon Stay Fair Classic on there too.
Stay Fair Classic. That's the second. He dropped something called Bragging Rights too.
Yeah. So it's been a lot of music that's come out. A lot of times people confuse music with traction. You know what I'm saying? And like I think that's the differentiator there. Like there is traction that comes with music.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. But there's also a time where there needs to be something else that goes along with it. Like what separates you from the fucking herd there?
What movement
like,
you really making?
You see what I'm saying? And like a lot of people get mad when they think about it because they feel like their music should take them everywhere. Like my music is so fucking good that it should make you like me. It should make you name me in your top 5. It should make you watch my videos. It should make you buy my merch. It should make you do all this shit. It's so dope. But niggas don't realize that's not how it works. Like if that was how it works, it would be every nigga that ever rap would be famous.
Everybody would be.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's hard to have them conversations with people and be subjective because for one, niggas be super sensitive. And I get Erica says she already says she's sensitive about her shit, but Erica's also a woman, and so y'all niggas stop with that. Like y'all stop. That's something a woman is gonna tell you she's sensitive. You niggas gotta cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out with that shit.
That's what we talking about. You niggas. You niggas. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Like we got to get to a point to where you have to accept a certain level of criticism with everything that you do in order to make progress. You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody tell you great or everybody tell you doing shit right, you never progress. You sit there and be stagnant.
Niggas don't even want to take suggestions anymore. Like I think you should turn your vocals up a little bit.
Nigga, don't tell me nothing.
I realize that because people always be surprised. I just did the first listening for my next project, but like it's not done. I always play it for people. You already know that. I play it for people to get those opinions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is as far as I could get it based off of my understanding and what I like. Other people like different things, so I can take other perspectives in and then possibly make what I had even better. That's what I be looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you never want to feel like something is. That's my thing. Like until it's done, it's never done.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? even if I say okay, that's a rap on me recording vocals.
Facts.
That doesn't mean that we can't go back and revamp the whole shit. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Facts. So no, that's true though. That's true.
It's a difference between fans and friends too. Y'all gotta get that shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
You got too many friends. That sometimes is a negative anyway. So
you delusional.
For real, watch the people you call friends on top of that. Niggas
for real, niggas ain't telling you the truth.
Be wild in out here. Let me tell you.
Crazy niggas is wild. Yo,
wild boys.
No, I think for me this year, I just learned like in order to get where I need to be, I got to be busy. You know what I'm saying? Like being busy, like to be able to say, like even when you having that conversation when the person be like, man, what all you had going on this year? As far as like if you think about it in the perspective and really put it together, it's like damn, like probably more so than any other year, this is probably the most active I've been as far as shit that I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And I think even when I got to the last situation and we got where we was, and I was just kind of sitting there looking around, like, where the fuck am I at? Like, what the fuck am I doing out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like one of the moments, like, damn, this is what a nigga is out here to do. Like, I didn't really come here to do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And so It's just a matter of like finding ways to stay busy, finding ways to stay like in the mix. Like as long as you don't fall out the mix.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like everything else will work itself out, especially if you got content, if you got a way to contribute. That's the other thing. Like you niggas need to learn how to be assets and not liabilities.
Factor.
Like that's the one thing that's the biggest lesson to me. Like if a nigga asks what you bring to the table, make sure it's more than what you taking away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see. Anything else from this year that stood out to y'all?
Musically or what?
Just anything in general.
What my shit at?
You got the top 5 shoes?
I was waiting for that's the next mix. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I was gonna say we could bring up. I got this.
Hold on, let me give you a different set of music here. Let me change the vibe for you. Hold
I
on.
want to see what my nigga said.
This some of these things did happen that we kind of skipped over in 2022. So I'm gonna jump to that first.
Let's go.
So the Fresh Prince slapped Chris Rock.
Oh shit, we did.
That shit happened this year.
How the fuck did we not talk about that?
You see what I'm saying? That shit happened this year.
You slapped the
don't
shit out
wanna
of
remember,
him.
But I don't want to remember.
Nah,
that.
I'm not. I'm gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you forget. That's who I am.
On the dead homies, is that real?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's real.
I feel like it was. I feel like it was.
I feel like it was.
I wouldn't have felt like it was real until he went and sat down and then told
Started
the nigga
talking
twice.
shit.
Like,
yeah, that's what convinced me is that he went and sat down and started talking shit to the nigga.
and where it derived from, because that wasn't his first time talking about her.
Right.
Like at a major ceremony like that. He had a whole diatribe about her a year before when he was at the Oscars or something like that.
Okay. Have y'all ever slapped a nigga?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so if you walk up to a nigga and slap the nigga, right? Mm-hmm. Do you like stop in front of the nigga and slap the nigga, or you just like walk through the nigga? Basically, you walk into the slap.
You would walk into the slap? Yeah.
That nigga planted both his feet.
Nah, the two occasions I've slapped a nigga. I slapped a nigga on one occasion where I was standing there, the nigga wasn't talking to me, so I smacked the nigga. It's like, the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm sitting there fucking talking to you. This is in the middle of high school, so my both feet was planted. And the other time I smacked the nigga, I'm walking up to him, and you know what I'm saying? It was all in.
It was in emotion.
Emotions.
That's what I'm saying. If you already standing still, then you already planted.
Yeah.
But you don't walk up to a nigga, stop.
1, 2.
I see what you said. I see what you said.
And then you don't let a nigga walk up to you, plant his feet, and do nothing. I don't give a fuck. If you walk up to me and I'm not tough, you know what I'm saying? If you walk up to me and plant your feet, I have to defend myself as a man automatically. I know what's coming. You know what I'm saying?
What if, per se, what if you don't feel like the person that's walking up to you is a threat?
Nah,
that's what I'm saying.
You a threat because you a human and you walk for one in this setting. Like, what the fuck are you even doing walking up to me?
Yeah,
for one?
Nobody's supposed to be up here with me.
I can see
I'm talking about your woman.
Yeah.
That's us though. These
You know
these two celebrities been celebrities for years.
And
They
that nigga
don't.
got like
they got a
7
different
brothers.
codes. They got a different
seven
code.
brothers, bro.
Yeah,
He does.
right. It's a bunch of them niggas. It's a bunch of them
You know what I'm
niggas.
saying? Like,
That nigga
what
Tony
is-
Rock still mad.
Yeah,
Still mad.
mad.
He's still looking for
maybe
Will.
it is real, but I can't fathom.
Yeah,
A grown
it's
man
wild
walking
though.
up and planting his feet.
I seen some wild shit. I just feel like everybody ain't the same. You're not gonna do what I do. He
For
not
sure.
gonna do what I do.
No,
I'm
for
not
sure.
gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So these two, like I say, these two niggas been celebrities for years. It's like it ain't in their character to get bucked. They don't do that
Even if
no
I'm
more.
a mark, if he slapped me and turned around and walked back to his seat, I'm tackling the nigga.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go after you.
Yeah.
I can't just let you. And then no, he
And
slapped
are you
him.
still gonna do that with millions on the table, knowing you're gonna leave millions on the table in that position, in Chris Rock position?
Slap me, bro.
Okay, I'm asking the question though. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, listen.
You're hosting the Oscars. You know you got money.
Me myself, honestly,
Yeah.
I can see. I would have either avoided getting slapped, or if he slapped me, I would have did the same thing Chris did in that moment. Mm-hmm. But y'all would have heard about shit.
Yeah, it would have been a
I'm
later
not
on
taking
type
that
of deal.
slap. I seen Will coming like this nigga like
The
6'4".
nigga slapped him, turned
weaving
around,
that hoe, yeah.
fixed his jacket,
Bro.
and walked to his seat.
And went sat down and
And Cupid shuffled down the goddamn stairs. Shut your fucking
I'd
mouth.
be like, all right, bro. The first time you yelled it, I got you. The second time, bro, get back up here. Like, nah, but that was a while. Give me another one, bro. What else? What else happened?
This one just recently happened. Tory Lanez guilty.
Oh shit!
That just happened recently.
Okay, when they played that call and him calling old girl after he was in jail, why did he do that?
I ain't even hear it.
Bro, the niggas on the phone talking about I was just so fucking drunk and I don't know why I would do some shit like that and like, you know, I can't even. He was like, when I got to the party, they was giving me like 5 and 6 shots, so I didn't even know. He was like, I'm fucked. I know she ain't gonna never want to talk to me again. First, he was talking about because he cheated on, like he fucked with both of them. But that wasn't what he was talking about.
Exactly.
Like when I heard the phone call, I was like, what is this nigga doing?
Who recorded the call?
He's on a jail phone.
He's on the jail phone, so it's recorded automatically.
This is why I couldn't believe it. He's on the jail phone.
No,
on my mother, he's on a jail phone. Like, I'm so sorry. I know she don't want to talk to me. What hospital was she in? You know, I was just so drunk. He said it a number of times. Like, man, I just want y'all to know I was just so drunk and I fucked up. And he's saying this on a jail phone.
Oh shit!
And then they got audio. This is how crazy when you ever a conviction is made when the evidence comes out. They got audio from somebody's camera in the neighborhood where you hear 5 consecutive shots go off. Mm-hmm. So how they was trying to make it like he was old girl was shooting and he tried to wrestle the gun away from her, couldn't have been the case because the first 3 go off, pop, 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 pause. Pop, pop. There was no wrestling, nothing. It's 5 straight shots. So whoever was shooting, they was just shooting around. You know what I'm saying? So like that nigga, it was a wild story at the end of the day. But I feel like he shot that bitch. Like I feel like he did. And not to call her a bitch, I apologize. Yeah. But he shot that young woman. And
I think he was in there just feeling himself.
Yeah,
dance and. I'm saying let one go. So
yeah, he was wilding. He was wilding.
Word.
Yo,
y'all think swell. He was wilding, bro.
Yeah, he was definitely.
That boy hopped out of the car and was like, pop. He just starts. Think about how many times you've ever shot a gun, right? Let alone shot at somebody. Like the last time you shot a gun and the feeling you got from shooting it. Now imagine aiming that bitch at somebody, even if you unintentionally just shooting around them. How reckless that is. Like that's what I'm like. Come on, bro. Like you letting your money and your fame get to your head, bro. I hate to hear that. I hate to see it happen.
Man, you know, I heard that Colombian cocaine a little different.
That's offending. And you're not even American. They finna extradite your ass to Canada where all your options when you grew up is in prison waiting for you.
Waiting on you.
4-foot ass nigga. Okay, what else we got?
All right, the last one I got, since you already talked about that, the other 2. Coach Prime leaving HBCU.
My boy.
Yeah.
I ain't never been proud of a nigga in my life.
Thanks, son.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
I know the nigga only got like 2 toes on his foot.
Yeah. And like half a part of his left leg or something is like damn near deteriorated.
They had to cut from like muscles and shit like that.
So all he got is like bone. If you look at it, he got like bone and skin on the shin area of his leg and shit. Nigga, they say he can't walk around the practice for more than an hour. That's why he always on the carts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see the nigga walk, he got like a little, you know what I'm saying?
Got a little bop to him. Yeah.
Shout out to him. I didn't know, and that goes to show like how much we pay attention to, but everybody around Dion is his family. Like all them young niggas is handling his media and his social media and all the videos, the well off shit, the other shit with his cousin, all him. Like his sons, he takes with him everywhere. I was like, oh come on, y'all. Like,
one of them already committed to Colorado. The quarterback,
No, both of them did.
Shador
and Shiloh.
Okay, I didn't know Shiloh already went.
Yeah, Shiloh here and the Travis Hunter nigga.
I seen Hunter go. Yeah.
Small random fact: that nigga Shiloh was a beast on them beats.
For real?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That nigga cold blooded.
Yeah, man. So I don't have no problems with it.
Yeah, but I heard that the HB Jackson was doing them dirty though. Like Prime was out there paying for everything.
This
pretty
nigga
much.
was getting $600,000 a year, splitting that with the school to cover the cost of other shit. Mind you, every program gets a budget, right? So every school gets a budget for scholarships, everything. Theirs was like $4 million for a season. In college football, that's essentially nothing. That's covering all y'all's travel. Every time y'all go, for every single person y'all got with y'all across wherever y'all going. Damn. Then on top of that, bro, like the nigga was getting like shit broken into, all that kind of shit.
Jewelry and shit taken.
He even said like I reached out to all the the black people that y'all think I should reach out to ask them to come fund and contribute to the shit. Nobody
can't give a dime.
So niggas talk all that black this, black that shit, but when it was time to put some money up for Jackson, they wouldn't do it.
No alumni did, no nobody did.
The nigga had to go to Walmart to get them to build a new stadium for the team. Their football field was so fucked up for the season started. He couldn't get money nowhere else. He went and got Walmart to sponsor a new field at Jackson State.
That's wild.
It's a brand new field, good grass, the locker rooms, he got somebody to fund and take care of that. Like they wasn't giving this nigga nothing there, bro.
And he was paying for everything.
Yeah, like come on.
That hoe in the hood too.
Facts. Like right on the other side of it is crazy. For a while they didn't even have clean water. Like the nigga was bathing in swimming pools and shit. Like it's a wild situation. And they asked him, they did a 60, what is that shit called? 60 minutes? Yeah. They did that segment on the nigga. They asked him, if somebody comes to you with money and asks you to, you know, go somewhere else or go to a Power 5 or go to one of them schools, you gonna take the opportunity. He was like, I'm gonna listen. I'm definitely gonna listen. But that's what college coaches do.
That's what he's doing
why
it for.
Is this different?
Yeah, that's what he's doing it for. Of course. We knew Prime was going. As soon as he got done with his little contract,
niggas can't even band together and boycott Gucci or Balenciaga.
Fuck out of here.
They want Dion to turn.
You gonna turn your back on Dion? Like, come on,
Prime. He ain't did nothing wrong. That man don't even cuss, nigga. That he don't even cuss.
This man going to Colorado and bringing a black quarterback with him.
A black quarterback.
Talk about what you want to talk about, but his son is crazy out there. So just to think of what they finna do out there.
And last year's top 5, number 1 recruit in the country, bringing them right to.
Now they finna get smacked around because it's just a matter of Colorado going up against Nebraska. I think their first game is Stanford, so they're gonna get smacked around.
Oh yeah, give him a couple years. Prime gonna get it right. They already said he's up in the recruiting class already.
Yeah, don't give me that he turned his back on black people type shit.
I see the video where the nigga asked him what position coaches he thought he was gonna keep and shit. That nigga said none. I was like, oh shit.
Finna get all them niggas out.
Probably none. You know, it was one of the niggas asking him.
Even when he walked into the facility though, I saw videos of him walking into Colorado and you see how different it looked in Jackson State. Like this shit looked like night and day. And you see a nigga walking there, bro, and see he in his face, a nigga that's had everything. But to see how he felt about going in there and seeing the conditions and how less he gonna have to worry about with that, you can just see it like, oh, we finna win here. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him for that.
I said, they already up in recruiting class. Because I give Prime a couple years. He gonna be this first year. Yeah, they finna get tossed around a little bit.
Yeah, I mean for him to get the number 1 recruit to come to Jackson State was crazy enough. That's wild enough. So, what you got on the sneakers, bro?
First off, let me kick off the sneakers. This is all to my sneaker heads at heart. This is the end of East Bay this year.
Oh, yeah,
it is.
No more East Bay. That shit was founded in 1980 by 2 lifelong friends, and then by the early 1990s, it was bought up by Foot Locker, and that's who controlled it from then on. So
Foot Locker bought East Bay? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but as the beginning of 2023, no more East Bay.
That shit cold.
Sad to
when last
say.
time you bought a pair of shoes off East Bay?
It's been a while, but I'm just saying, just that fact, I still get the East Bays though.
Are they still seeing the magazine?
They still send them out.
Probably 2017. Only because I never got nothing out of there growing up.
Right.
I just used to dream out that bitch. And so 2017, I had got some money. I had got a big check, and I just went crazy.
That's right. East Bay,
Just
nigga, for a certain period of time, we was using like, I don't know where it was, like credit cards and shit to just like other people's information or order shit on East Bay. We had to send to different addresses. Like we was doing it so much to where they caught on to it and was like sending police to addresses and shit like that. Like it used to be a lick. Like niggas used to have all the shit just from like, it's a long story behind it.
And they was the only ones with the crazy H. That's always one of my favorites.
They used to have every color of everything when it came out.
Exactly.
That's why I used to order when we played football and basketball in high school. You go there and get your like an Under Armour and shit like that. Order that because they always had the different colors.
They got every color under the sun.
Facts. I fucked with it. All right, but let me jump to these my top 5 shoes of the year, and I got 2 honorable mentions. So I'm gonna do the honorable mentions first, since you right here, my nigga. We're gonna do the Gucci Gazelles.
I never even seen them.
Yeah. So Gucci and Adidas had a collab this year. Came out, so they got a couple different variations of it, but my favorite one is this one right there. Yeah, you got the picture?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then the other honorable mention is the Joe Freshgood, the 990s, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I had it, 993, my bad.
Wow.
But yeah, he had a whole different collection of them. And New Balance is a fucking comfortable ass shoe. So
it is.
It don't look like your typical Jordan, Air Force One, whatever. Adidas is just more of look like a dad shoe. But them motherfuckers comfortable. I would invest in a pair of New Balance.
Also your feet like no other.
Facts. But my top, I'm gonna do start at 1. The Louis Vuitton Air Force One.
Ooh, I knew you was gonna throw them in there.
That's
I knew you was.
That's got to be the illest shoe to come out. Shit, last year, this year, going forward, like that's the dope shoe. Come in the super Louis Vuitton suitcase. That's number 1. Number 2 is the Kobe and Gigi, the Mamba.
Oh, the black and whites. Yeah, the Moses love.
Rest in peace to the Mamba. Rest in peace to the Gigi. That's my number 2. Number 3 is gonna be the Travis Scott, the reverse mocha Jordan 1 low.
Yeah.
And then what was it? Number 4. We got the orange lobster, the SB Dunk.
Stupid too.
You got a variation of these: the blue lobster, the yellow lobster, the green, all that. The very dope shoe. I think that was it. Yeah. And then number 5 is came out today. The Jordan 2, the Chicago. Got my pair too. So Oh, you know I got them hoes. But yeah, most definitely.
Don't you ever disrespect me.
But yo, those are my top 5. You know what I'm saying? Those are the illest. I've been waiting on these 2, so I ain't even gonna front. And out of all of them, I got a couple pair.
Yeah, man, super dope, super dope. I'm trying to think if it's anything that I wanted to talk about this year. I think that's it. I think for the most part we covered a lot of ground. Anything to look forward to for the next year going forward?
Hey man, a whole lot of music, a whole lot of content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, we got to get back.
That's what we on.
We got to get to a regular cadence of this. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think it's important.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's important.
Content
I do.
Is king, man.
Yeah, man. I don't talk about other people's shit because I always think that's corny, and I hate when I see people say like, "Oh, when we drop some shit, I'm gonna show y'all how it's done." I hate when niggas say that.
Me too.
That's like the corniest shit to say to me. Like, come on, bro, don't say that. Yeah. But I think we need to come with a regular cadence to this. I'll just say that for now. We'll talk about other shit later. But
for sure.
I'm definitely with the shits.
Always.
All right, man. Well, listen. Kaution, Mr. 700, Rakim Al-Jabbaar, Ayo Clark, AllOva Radio once again. Yeah, hold on. Let me go back. Yeah, I'm sorry. My apologies. Hold on. Let me make sure.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
There we go.
That bitch is perfect too.
Right on time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. Another day, another dollar. 2023. Peace and prosperity to all.
Is Jay-Z still on the Illuminati?
He got to be.
Okay. I think I was just told that he just took over.
Oh, so he's officially the head shaman. Okay.
Don't ask who told me that.
Yeah, nah, you got to keep that secret. All they ask is trust.
Shout out to the peace.